We're reading the Tomer Devorah. We're still on the first attribute. Pharaoh's guard. For 7 days, Moshe stood before the burning bush as Hashem tried to convince him to redeem the Jewish people from Egypt. Moshe had many worries, but Hashem dismissed them one by one. Should Moshe fear for his own safety, Hashem assured him, "I will be there with you." Should Moshe be concerned that Bnei Israel will not believe that Hashem sent him, Hashem provided him with miraculous signs through which to verify himself. Should Moshe be worried that his older brother Aaron might be jealous, Hashem informed him that, to the contrary, Aaron would rejoice. Moshe was also concerned that since he had a speech impediment, it would be inappropriate for him to speak before a king. At this point, Hashem's anger against Moshe arose. Who gave a mouth to man, or makes him mute or deaf, able to see or blind? Is it not I, Hashem? The commentaries explain that this verse refers to an incident that occurred 60 years earlier, when Moshe still lived in Egypt. Moshe had seen an Egyptian taskmaster striking a Jew, so he killed the Egyptian using Hashem's name, and buried his body in the sand. Dasan and Aviram witnessed the incident and informed Pharaoh about it. Moshe was brought before Pharaoh and sentenced to death. When Moshe was given the executioner, his neck miraculously turned to stone. The executioner's sword bounced back off Moshe's stone neck and struck the executioner, instead killing him. Moshe then fled past Pharaoh's guards, and none of them who managed to seize him. Some of them turned deaf and were unable to hear Pharaoh's orders to catch him. Some of them turned blind and were unable to see Moshe flee. Some of them turned mute and were unable to alert the others as of Moshe's whereabouts. Thus, Moshe was able to escape them all and flee to Midian, where he stayed for 60 years. Hashem reminded Moshe of this incident. Who gave a mouth to man? Who gave you a mouth with which to defend yourself in Pharaoh's court? Who makes him mute or deaf, unable to see or blind? Who struck the Egyptian guards mute, deaf, blind, so that they would not be able to catch you? Is it not I, Hashem? These incidents and many similar ones throughout Tanakh illustrate how, although a person indeed has free will to choose between good and evil, Hashem still has the power to rescind from man at any moment the life force he needs to implement his choice. Hashem can say to him, "If you choose to sin against me, then sin with your own power and not mine." Hashem is fully able to do so, but chooses not to, by providing people with the strength to sin against him and not cutting their lives off at that moment. Hashem exhibits the greatest imaginable restraint. For this reason, the angels call him in their prayers Melech Ulav, the king who endures disgrace. Hashem endures sins of mankind and continues granting them life as he awaits their return to Teshuvah. He thus exhibits this attribute, who Hashem is like you. Thank you.